Well, hello, 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 hello. How are you, friends? It's another gorgeous Thursday in the land of all things weaving. We could not be any happier. Just in case we haven't met yet, my name is Chris Acton with Acting Creative, and this is Live at the Loom. Woohoo! Every Thursday, we gather from all over the world, amazingly enough, and we talk about weaving, life, weaving, whatever else comes up. That is the agenda for this morning. But today is extra special because the lovely and talented Ellen Grenier Bevill is going to be joining me here in just a moment. So you have come on the right day. Let me tell you that you have impeccable timing and that we're so glad you're here. First off, everyone, please give a warm welcome and huge thank you to Lori, our gatekeeper, who is making sure mostly that I try to behave. That's really her job. We kind of do a little gathering beforehand, and we say hi and check in. And she's like, "Now, Chris, today you behave." No, she doesn't say that ever. But that's what I think on occasion that she should be saying to me. You behave. You just have fun. And here we go. All right, friends, let me say some hellos because there's been all kinds of gorgeous people popping in early. Hello, Shirley. I cannot wait to see you later today, darling. Hello, Anne. And Connie is here. And Gemma is here. Carrie's here. Wow, look at all the faces. Love this. Hello, Jennifer Fowler. Roger Randall showed up. Hello, Roger. See, I love this. Liz says, thought I would join the early birds this week. Upper Peninsula of Michigan cannot decide if it's fall or still summer. Cool mornings, and by afternoon, I'm looking for a fan. Yes, my friend. That is similar weather here. Yes. Hello, Maureen. Speaking of Michiganders. Hello, Christy Lofton. Oh, I love it. Mary Howard is here. Hello, darling. Christy, I like this. This is perspective, friends. This is all about perspective. Christy says, finally, not 100 degrees today. Cooled off to 96. Oh, Christy Lofton. Darling, that's too hot. Even 96 is way, way too hot. If you would like some cooler weather, Liz has a spare bedroom. Just wander up to the UP and she'll welcome you with open arms. She's good like that. Liz, I'm volunteering your spare bedroom. And anyone who needs a little heat, I'm sure Christy Lofton would be happy to help you there. Yes, yeah. Who else is here? Did I say Jennifer Fowler is here? Jennifer Fowler is here. Says she really needs to go through her stash for some bamboo. I'm going to do the October Weave Along. Woo! My budget's skinny right now, so I have to use what I have. I love that. Absolutely, yes. And if you don't have bamboo, anything, I mean, you can substitute something else. Of course, that is no problem whatsoever. But bamboo has proven to be a lot of fun. So I recommend playing with that if you get a chance, for sure. Roger piped in and said the universal tie-up. He said he looked up Janet Phillips' universal tie-up for Countermark. I love that. Very nice. Very nice. Carrie says she started a new hobby, diamond painting. I don't think it'll last long in my life, just an easier form of cross stitch. Gemma, was that you that did the diamond painting before? We had someone else who was doing diamond painting before. Mm-hmm. Yep. Donna Cunningham is here. Hello, Donna. Ooh, look at this. Chrissy said she made a short video of the treadling on the Countermark loom, marching like. I will figure out a way to share it with you. Oh, that's awesome. Christy, let me know if you need help with that. I can help connect the dots too, if that's helpful. Hello, Rhonda. Listen to me. Words are hard. Hey, Dawn is here. Woohoo! Dawn, we're so glad you're here, darling. I hope you're feeling okay. Let's see. Gemma says, yeah, it's like paint by number with shiny stones. Lori says, hi guys, I'm using leash sticks on Chris. That's why she keeps firing me. I like it. I like it. Okay, Roger talked about this is a universal tie-up. Pressing 2 treadles to get any combination of 14 sheds. I will never have to crawl under the loom, do a tie-up again. Success, Roger. Success. That sounds amazing. I love that. All right, so tell me how your week has been. Ooh, Chris B popped in. Hello, Monius Music. Mm-hmm. Okay, what did I just see here? Hey, Ernie is here. Still in Flagstaff. Finally got my problem warp on the loom. Tried lashing to the apron rod. Seems better for me. Congratulations, Ernie. I love that. We love it when Ernie pops in and says hi. Okay. So Carol is here. Hello, Carol. Morning of chores and feeding the mosquitoes. I know about that. Poor starving souls. I moved a nest worth of baby bull snakes. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, honey. No. We're going to stop there. Moved a nest of baby bull snake. No, I don't care how tiny they are. No. No. I have no problem. Like spiders, that's fine. I don't love like mice, like little thing. Snake, we don't need to mess with the snakes. No. No. Yeah. I just bow to you, Carol, that this is your life, this is your job, that you have a day when that's on your to-do list is to move a nest of baby bull snakes to some mouse holes under the chicken coop. That just seems, that's a whole other life, darling. That is impressive. And I would say with all the love of my heart, better you than me. That's what I would say. That is nope. I'm gonna stay in my little town in Indiana where we don't have to worry about that. Thanks. Right here. Yeah. Okay. Uh Christy Loftus said tying up countermarch is it countermarch or countermark? I've heard both. It's like a full contact sport. I like it. Carol's trying to convince me. Look at this. Snakes are just more wiggly warp threads. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sure, she says. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. All right, you guys. Tell me how your week is going, and I'll catch up on a couple things. First of all, the big announcement was Monday of the official pattern for the October Weave Along, which is lace. Woohoo! Lace. We love it. Yay. Let me put here. I've got a little link for you right here. This is the October Weave Along central page where all the links live. So if you need information about how the whole program functions, if you need information about the community and how to join, the project, how to pick up a set of instructions, the yarn, all the stuff is all in one place right here. tinyurl.com/OWAL for October Weave Along 2025. Can you believe it? By the way, friends, do you know that this is our 10th Weave Along? This is number 10. Can you believe that? We've done 2 a year since starting in 2021. That is mind-boggling. How did that happen? How did that happen? 10. It has changed a lot since the very first one. As a matter of fact, yesterday's love note to everybody was a little story about how it all started, which ironically enough, the very first Weave Along wasn't lace. However, it happened because of a lace project. Go figure. Amazing. So we're very, very excited about all of the October Weave Along fun. The guidelines are to start and finish a project in the month of October, but I always like to start on a Monday. So officially we'll kick off week 1 on September 29th. So I'll give you a couple extra days because sometimes 31 days is too short. So I'm going to give you 33 days to start and finish a project and to use lace. That's all you need, friends. That is all you need. You can use your own materials. You can use everything you got. Or if you're like, I don't know how to design my own project yet, Chris, no worries. We've got a project for you. And you're going to hear more about that in just a moment. Yes, you are. So let's see what else. Oh, by the way, here, let me put up this one right. Where are we? Right here. Tonight, friends, we're having our September meeting of the October Weave Along. Oh, I'm so excited. The program tonight is all about selling your handwoven work. And this is a deep, full, complicated topic, but we're going to dive in tonight and hopefully have a little something for everybody. Just a little something to chew on as you think about how to and how do you sell your work? How do you price your work? How do you present it? There's big topic, and we are not going to cover everything tonight, but we are going to get in it. It's going to be very fun and I hope very valuable. So if you've been thinking, maybe I want to join the Online Weavers Guild. Let this be your cue. Friends, jump right in. By the way, this is also the place to go to participate in the October Weave Along. There is a free tier where the Weave Along chat lives, all the good things there. So, okay, I wanted to mention those as I had it on the brain. All right, let me check in with some of you beautiful people. Ooh, Jennifer says, I got some nice weaving books from Thrift Books. A few more on the way. What is better than a weaving book? Hardly anything. Hardly anything. Chris said, had already been thinking about a Huck lace scarf. That's amazing. From some stash and got the plan made and work measured so far. Chris, you're like ahead of the curve. That's incredible. It is funny how when the Weave Along comes along, there's always someone in the crowd's like, I was just thinking about doing this. There's always someone who is ready to go because it was already on the brain. You know, we're right there in sync, right there, the two of us. Now look at this. Mary Howard had a birthday. And today, oh, that's right. Today is the wedding anniversary. That is amazing. Happy anniversary, Mary. I think that we should probably sing for happy birthday because 80, you don't turn 80 every day. So here we go. Are you ready? And a 1, and a 2, and a 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mary Howard. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mary. Woo! And an anniversary, all the things. That is incredible, Mary. And we are so, we're just tickled that you're part of our little crew here. Hope you have many, many wonderful celebrations. Mm-hmm. Christy was talking about the it's a full contact sport to tie up your loom. Lori says it only takes you one time to get stuck under the loom and you can't reach your cell phone. Please don't get stuck under your loom, people. Please. It's a public service announcement. Please don't get stuck under your loom. I'm just saying we don't recommend that. Or tell a friend that you'll be doing it beforehand. So keep your phone with you. Make good decisions. Make good decisions, people. That's yeah. Rhonda says, I'd love to do intentional lace weaving. My loom is currently packed away for a move. What do you mean by intentional, darling? That sounds intriguing. And yeah, I like it. Carol says a new tractor arrives at 10:30. Filming more for the sectional video. Excellent. I'll start editing when the rains come. Oh, and the contractors are gone. No more contractors. That's fantastic. 5 weeks. Woohoo! That is that's a long time for contractors to be hanging out at your house. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay, friends, tell me about your projects. What is on your loom right now? What you working on? Yeah, fill me in. See, we're talking about Abe is a great place for online books, for used books too. What is it? I forget what it stands for. I've ordered from them multiple times. Something Book Exchange. Is that right? Mm-hmm. Oh, hi, Sky. Just looking today, but I had to react to Mary's wonderful week. Thank you. Uh-huh. Christy says, yeah, phone's always with me. Don't get stuck under the loom, friends. That's the bottom line. Please don't. That's not. Uh-huh. Yes. Okay, friends. So yeah, as you think about it, let me know what your project is on the loom. I am still playing with some rep weave over here. Let me see what time we gotta get Ellen in here because we have all kinds of conversations to take place. Okay, all right. So we'll come back, friends, if you've got projects you want to talk about and share. Mary, she's the best. She says thank you to everyone for all the sweet wishes. Okay, I think it's time. I think we bring in Ellen, and I am so excited. First of all, let me set the scene. Ellen and I have known each other for a long time now, and we just clicked like right out of the gates. We were just like, oh, I see you. You're my people. And it's been so wonderful to have her. Like we do a Zoom call once a month, or we try to get lunch or something. And she's such a like talented, dedicated weaver. She inspires me all the time. So here's well, I'll bring her on and we'll talk about it. Here we go. Here, let me just talk less and bring on Ellen. Here we go. There
Hi,
she is.
everyone. It's so good to be here.
Woo! We
Ooh,
love when you can join us.
I love being here.
Right? That's so fun. Okay, so Ellen, we have to tell the story about how you ended up doing the October Weave Along project. So as I mentioned, Ellen and I talk about once a month. So and we talk about all things weaving and whatever else comes up. So Ellen, so as we're discussing the project, I'm like, don't tell anybody, but I'm gonna do a lace project in bamboo. And she's like, oh. So we're talking about it, and Ellen jumps in and she's like, well, but I could do it in a different size bamboo. And I was like, yes, please. That would be great. So Ellen, you did it in bamboo 12, is that correct?
Yes, I did.
Yes. Yeah.
I
Okay,
did.
so here's the project. I think everyone probably people have seen it by now. This is see, there we go. That is
Yeah.
the project.
Yeah.
So let's start there with just doing this one in the smaller size. How was it? Now you work with bamboo quite a bit though, correct?
I work with bamboo and fine threads a lot. So working with bamboo 12 was not hard for me because, like I said, I work in 8-2 and finer a lot of times. So
yes. Nice.
And this is definitely finer than 8-2. So
yeah, absolutely. But you were very comfortable with the size.
Oh yeah, really very, very comfortable. And the set wasn't horrible either. I mean, it was only set at 24. So
I was gonna say you said it at 24, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
And because it was lace. So I wanted it to be a little bit more open than normally. I probably would have set it at 30 if it were a twill.
Oh, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see, that's a good note, though. That kind of depending on
it just depends on the structure you're using your fiber with.
Nice.
And that's how I base my. I don't go off charts.
This is an experienced weaver here, folks. Ellen's like, oh, charts, schmarts. I don't need that. That is no. This is yeah. That's awesome.
I wing a lot of things.
Yeah, that's awesome. But the hand then still becomes very. I mean,
oh my gosh, the hand is fabulous. Fabulous. Now, the only constraint Chris really had on me was that I use colors similar to hers because bamboo 12 and bamboo 7 colors don't totally coordinate.
Not right. Yeah, gotcha.
And that I use her pattern exactly as written.
For the first time.
For the first one. Now, I deviated, of course, for the second two.
I love that. Well, we're talking about it afterwards, and Ellen was like, yeah, I did the project. But then I had to do my own thing. I was like, great, that is awesome. Which I expected nothing less because Ellen
knows how I roll.
Yeah, exactly. Ellen is a bird you cannot contain. You just have to let her fly, let her go, let her be free. So tell us about the first variation that you did then, Ellen.
Well, the first variation I did, and it made an infinity scarf, which is what I'm wearing.
Yeah, will you explain that for someone who doesn't know what that is?
It's just a rectangle that's sewn.
And how do you sew it though to make it infinity?
I did a blind seam, a French seam.
Oh, okay, but it's
it's just a rectangle sewn at the ends.
Do you twist it then, or no? Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. This one I did, but that was an accident. But don't tell anybody.
I love that. Just don't tell anybody.
Sometimes your best laid plans, but it really doesn't matter. So on this one though, what I did was I took the blocks and did them in a Fibonacci series.
Okay, and walk people through that. What is that?
Fibonacci is the magic circle. It's 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 7. No,
isn't it 8?
8.
Yeah.
5, because you add the 2 in front of it.
Yes.
To get the next set of blocks.
Yeah.
So I did this in a sets of let's start at the top. 3, 5, 8, and 13.
13. Okay. And then you went back down.
And then I backed it and did 8, 5, 3, and then started up again.
Nice.
So that's how I did this one.
Can you get a little closer so we can maybe see a little, just a little?
And I did
pictures too. There's pictures too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty. That is beautiful.
So
And for our math phobic people, just block it out. Just do a little,
yeah.
But Fibonacci is fun because it is like it's
Right.
1 and 1. You start there, and that you add those to get 2, and then you add the one before it, 1 and 2 to get 3, and then 2 and 3 to get 5.
Mhm.
That's how you do the
Right.
sequence. So it is a
So
lot of fun when you incorporate the weight.
it's a lot of
Mhm.
fun.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
really is.
yeah.
And
Very
then
good.
the other scarf with the fringe that I did, and I don't have it with me because I sold it.
Woohoo! That's a
Uh,
great reason. That's a great reason.
I wove that one in a slightly tonal variegated 22 silk, which is the picture you showed on
Yeah, on the thumbnail
Facebook.
for today. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And the blocks I did for that one, I did in blocks of 3 and 5 and just alternated the 3 and 5.
Yeah.
And it gave it a really beautiful hand and still a beautiful hand.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
What was the weft for the one you're wearing, honey?
the weft is the pearl bamboo.
The pearl bamboo. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. To make it
Yeah.
kind of lighter and creamier and
Right.
yeah.
Right.
How wonderful. Okay, so Ellen, so say that you had you had enough for 2 more scarves. What other variations would you recommend? What would you play with?
I would play with, again, the size of the blocks.
Yeah, yeah, fun.
And I would play with maybe a band of striping in a block formation at the bottom of a scarf.
Like
Kind
changing
of
the
like
weft up?
what Mingo did.
Yes, what Michelle did. Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes. Love that.
For her rigid heddle, I saw that and I went, oh,
Yeah,
that's
sharp.
wonderful. That's
Yeah, very sharp.
beautiful. So
Absolutely. Would you
Yeah.
have how would you have tweaked the way it was warped if you were going to do it again?
I wouldn't.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's honest. I like it. Okay.
I wouldn't. It was wonderful the way it was,
Okay.
presented and warped and
Yeah.
gave you a lot of options just as it was.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Wonderful.
because
Okay.
you have the options instead of doing blocks.
Yeah.
You could do all one block and make it stripe, which is
Yes.
what Michelle did on
Do you
her
know
rigid
what?
heddle.
I was gonna say, I think I don't have it with me. I did a little
Yeah.
chunk of that where exactly what you
Right.
described. That's just that. So you
And
have that one feature that goes to the
right.
whole, which
And
is
I've
cool.
done that before too on lace.
Have you?
Yeah. So
Yes.
it,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
there's, always fun things to try,
Now, you've done plenty of lace in the past. Do you have a preference between all the variations, the Huck, the Swedish, the Bronson? Have you? No,
No.
because I've played with multiples, and I'm always like, I can't always tell the difference between them. I'm always like,
Right. And I know there are differences.
I know there are. Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
So, but I don't have a preference. It's just depending on how many heddle ones I want to use up.
No,
because that's a big difference on some of the laces. Is some of them use alternate heddle one, the first shaft all the way across.
Yes.
Versus dividing it between 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yep.
And this being a 4 harness.
Yeah.
It's easy.
Yeah, absolutely. I know. Let's see. Carrie jumped in and she asked if the blocks are alternating. I think you're doing blocks interspersed with plain weave.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, pretty.
Yeah.
That's so nice. Now, Ellen, do you change how you don't have a really firm beat naturally, do you?
No, I don't.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so you probably don't beat that much.
I just kind of press it in.
Yeah.
Because I figure I want to give the yarn places to move, especially as I throw everything finished right off the loom into the wash machine on delicate, in hot, with lots of color catchers.
With hot?
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
Because I want maximum shrinkage.
Okay.
No matter what the fiber, I want the maximum shrinkage.
Okay.
And I use lots of color catchers because I want the maximum amount that's going to bleed.
Yeah, let's get it all out.
There, because then when I'm selling it, I don't have to worry. And speaking of selling, what time is it tonight?
Oh, it's at 7:00 tonight. Do you see that little sidebar? There, friends. That was, yes, exactly. Yes, that'll be awesome. Boy, I had a question for you, and it just went in and out of my brain. Okay, so tell me, you are a girl who does wearables. Like this is your jam. So what
Yes,
are your
wearables.
recommendations for people who want to make? I mean, our project for the Weave Along is a scarf. Do you have certain things that you always do when you're making a scarf? What are your kind of
No,
must-haves? Nothing.
no, nothing. It's just I pull colors I want to use.
Yeah,
I'll look at different drafts.
yeah,
Sometimes a draft will inspire me, and sometimes the color of the yarns inspire me.
yeah. Do you have a
So
certain width? Do you keep it a certain kind of? It can't
yes,
go wider than this.
yes. I try to keep the width on the loom at 10 inches wide,
Okay,
and I weave it 75 inches long.
okay, okay,
And the reason for that is because then it'll shrink to my 9 inches,
okay.
because that'll also then allows for the dry-in, and the 75 then allows for any shrinkage in length. So
Yeah,
I get my scarves 9 by 72. That's my
yeah.
preferred
That's the
finished
size that
size.
you like. Yeah,
And the
fantastic.
width I leave for the fringe
Mhm.
is 8 inches.
Okay, okay.
And that
Nice.
gives me sometimes more,
Yeah,
but I usually like my fringes no longer than 4 to 5 inches
yeah,
long,
yeah.
because otherwise I think they're too long.
They get caught. They get caught
Yeah.
in things. Yes, yeah. Now, are you a hem stitcher? Do you do the hem stitching?
No, I don't.
How do you finish? How do you keep your,
Okay,
especially with bamboo? Bamboo I found was slippery. So how do you keep it from shifting?
I keep it from shifting. I use a cotton yarn, and I do 4 to 6 picks in that cotton
Okay.
before I start weaving.
Do you leave it
And
in?
then I do about 4 picks of plain weave
Okay.
on the scarf itself before I
Okay.
start weaving the pattern.
Okay. Do you find that the cotton and the bamboo shrink similarly? Is that the idea
It
or no?
doesn't matter, because I want the cotton just for its shrinkability
It's sturdy.
and sturdiness
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
grabbiness.
Grabbiness. I love that. Yes. I see you, Ellen. Yes. Grabbiness.
Like, we can Ellenize, we can Grabinize.
Lori in the background is like, yes. That's awesome. Yes. Yes. Grabbiness. I like that's fascinating, Ellen. I wouldn't have thought about that, but that totally makes a difference because this is my first time doing an entire project in bamboo. And I found that those slippery little devils. Those
Yeah.
first few rows, I was like, oh, this is that
Right.
was
Well,
tough.
because what I find when I'm twisting the fringe,
Yes.
it will, because sometimes what you're hem stitching may not be what you divide your threads to be for your twisting.
Say more, please. What do you mean?
Okay. So like if you're doing hem stitching and you're grabbing 6 threads, okay, per grouping.
Yep.
Well, when you're twisting your fringe, like I do mostly, I like to do a lot of 8s. An 8 might be too big for the hem stitch.
Yep. Yep.
But 4 might be too small. So
gotcha.
yeah. So that's one of the reasons why I don't, because it might not be as divisible.
Okay. And then when you go to like twist it, do you just make sure it's twisted really tightly all the way up to the fabric? Is that
I do. And I use, grab my tool here.
Yeah.
My handy dandy fringe twister.
That's awesome. That is awesome. That is a beast.
And
that is, that's legit. It's like a little metal or a wood thing that spins.
Yeah. I don't want to use my wrist.
Oh.
This saves on the wrist.
Yeah. Very smart. And where did you get that drawings for anyone else who wants to get one?
LACIS. I ordered it online.
Okay. All right.
So Lasis, or, if you're an Amazon shopper, which I'm not, they might have it, but you can also, this is also called a hair braider.
Oh, yep. There we go.
So,
excellent.
I've had it for years and years and years. It's called a cord maker and fringe twister.
Perfect.
So.
I love that. See?
Yeah.
Okay, Carol jumped in and said, no hem stitching. Faint. We've got a couple of serious hem stitchers in the crew. That is for sure, which is so fascinating, this conversation, because I didn't know it'd be such a thing when I asked Michelle to do the episode. So that's why I wanted to get your take. And I didn't think you were a hem stitcher, but I wasn't sure. So I love the fact that you brought in a different fiber that would, because the cotton is just going to hold it so much better.
And I always have
bamboo, it's slippery.
Yeah, I always have, extra bobbins of something, and that's how I end up my bobbins, is I use them for scrap thread. That's because perfect. I don't use the toilet paper in the front. I use scrap. Right,
the scrap to use it. Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Lori chimed in and said we should explain the term Ellenize. Okay, so friends, so here's what you should know is that, gosh, a couple months back, Ellen and Lori and I all did a Zoom call together. And you should know, friends, that Ellen is a very focused person. She is like, I've got hours of weaving to do today. Like, she is very much like, I mean, you're just brilliant at prioritizing, Ellen. Honestly, that's really what it comes down to. And so since then, Lori has taken to calling it, when she really needs to like focus and just get the weaving done, is to Ellenize. That's her word. So she'll be like, I just need to Ellenize today, which is just sweet and charming and accurate. That's yes. Yeah. Okay, so let me see if anyone. Do you guys have more questions for Ellen? I mean, we could just chat with Ellen like all the live long day, because she is awesome. Carrie says she uses a hair twister for the fringe stuff too. Yeah, same kind of idea.
Anything to save the wrist, the fingers, the toes, whatever it takes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Yeah. So let's so Ellen then, because thank you. That's the word. Thank you for helping with our October Weave Along. It's always a delight. We have, friends, if you want to have closer pictures and kind of an overview of what Ellen did for her project, for her variations, it's all in the instructions for the multi-shaft. I included a whole page just about what Ellen did, so you can kind of see it closer and have that information there. So Ellen, darling, what is coming up for you? What is Ellen is a girl who does a lot of shows. So tell us what you have on the agenda.
This weekend, I will be in Park Forest, Illinois.
Nice.
So the Tall Grass Arts Association there puts on a fabulous art show. I think they're one of the longest running art shows in Illinois.
Love it.
And they treat us totally well.
Yeah.
They even feed us dinner on Saturday night.
Aw, see.
So that's where I will be spending my Saturday and Sunday.
Fantastic. That is awesome. And then, Ellen, you're always a key member of the Fine Art of Fiber. Can you tell folks about that? If you guys are coming into Chicago,
if you're in the Chicagoland area, the first weekend, the 7th through 9th of November, up at the Chicago Botanic Gardens,
which is beautiful.
There's 3 guilds that put on a fiber feast for the eyes. I mean, let me tell you, you want eye candy? You get eye candy.
I love it. Fiber feast.
It's the Illinois Quilters. It's the North Suburban Needle Arts Guild. And it's the North Shore Weavers Guild. They're based out of Evanston, Illinois.
Yeah.
And on Friday morning at 11 o'clock, we put on a fashion show.
Woohoo!
So that's part of it. That's all free. And it just so happens that Friday is a free admission day.
That is, you could not have planned that better, darling. That is amazing. That is really.
And I've been the coordinator now for quite a few years for the Weavers Guild. So
proud
I have lots of help. It takes a guild village. It takes a village to put
guild village.
To accomplish anything.
That's exactly right. Yes. Yeah. Liz popped in and asked if you would think that is bamboo 12 similar to size to like a 16-2 cotton. How would you compare those guys? What do you think?
16-2, 20s-2 cotton, maybe. You'd have to look at the yards per pound. I know Jody just answered that question in one of the comments on the community group, I think. So, but you would have to look at the yards per pound to really get a good sense of what it's comparable to.
Yeah.
Because I know she said the bamboo 7 was closer to like a 5-2 cotton. So.
Oh, is that right? I spaced it too close together then, if that's true. I space mine.
If you've got drape, you're not too close together.
Yeah. No, there's plenty of drape. Yes, there's plenty. Yeah, we did okay there. We did okay there. Yes, yeah. Okay, so Lori, do me a favor and type in Ellen's website. It is Threadings Handwoven Designs, plural, correct?
Yes.
Yes.com. Will you type that into the chat for us? That would be awesome. I forgot to do a little banner for us, but
that's okay.
Yes, yeah. Oh, do you want to talk about the pins? Let's talk about the pins for a second.
Okay, I was just moving it around because
highlighting it right there. I was like, it's so pretty. Tell us about your pin.
This is my magnetic scarf shawl pin. It is. I'd have to twist the back to get it off because it's really strong. And it goes through many layers of fabric.
Love that.
I made this with a copper washer with a Dorset button in a sea silk that I had left over, and then backed it with an antique belt slide and put a magnet on it. And I make these as my little kind of inexpensive something people can pick up, and
accessory.
They're shawl pins, scarf pins, because I'll give you my spiel. They won't pull, snag, or poke a hole in any fabric. So you twist the magnet off. And these are name badge magnets. You put it where you want it to go. You make sure it lines up totally for best hold. And voila.
Voila. Look how pretty. See? Ta-da. We love that. That's fantastic. Well, my friend, thank you so much for coming on and chatting with us.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So, so friends, be sure to check out, here we go. Be sure to check out all of Ellen's amazing things on her website there. And if you're anywhere near the Chicagoland area, come see her in person. I promise she is the nicest woman you'll ever meet and so talented. So, so here, check it out. We did it right. Threadings, Handwoven Designs. Yes. And be sure to look up Ellen there online. And Ellen, we can find you on Facebook. Is that well? But
it's just Threadings Handwoven.
Just Threading Handwoven. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Right. If you go to Threadings Handwoven Designs, you'll find an old page.
That's an old page.
That's because they, Facebook me around and cut me off.
Right, exactly. So go to the website and she'll direct you where the other places. That's fantastic. I love it. Okay, my sweet friend. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. And thank you all for listening.
Absolutely. And your work is beautiful. Thank you for doing some cool variations of the October Weave Along project. It really added a lot to the whole experience. So
thank you.
All right, sweetheart.
I love it.
Talk to you soon.
Love you, everyone.
Bye, honey. See? She's the coolest. She's just the best. Okay, friends, go check out Ellen's stuff. She's just, I can't say enough nice things. She's wonderful. And she's gonna be one of our sponsors for the Weave Along coming up, which is so great. So you'll hear more about and from Ellen in the near future, which is very exciting. Okay. Gemma chimed in and said, I love the magnetic pin. Great gift idea for an idea for my weights. Oh, yes, absolutely. Let's cross utilize. Hey, let's use that word instead. Right. I agree, Lori. She's so inspirational. She's what's wonderful is Ellen just makes it feel like, oh yeah, you got it. It's easy. Just go. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think when you meet some weavers, they're whether it's intentional or not, I don't know, but they're like, oh, well, first you have to do this, and then you have to know about whatever. It seems very serious and complicated. And Ellen's just like, nah, just this is all you do. Just get in there and do it, which is such a treat. We need more weavers like that in our lives, that's for sure, because then we're all like, hey, we could do that. Ellen said I could do it, so therefore I can do it, because that's a standard that we live by. If Ellen said I can do it, well, then I can do it. So amen and go team. All right, friends. Let's see. What else do we have to catch up on here? I think, did I see that, Gemma, you said you have a show coming up? Look at this. Gemma has a show coming up in November. Gemma, congratulations and good luck, my friend. You will be awesome. That is for sure. What else? Did you happen to see the episode of Handwoven Experience this week? Yes, because I have lace on the brain, I did an episode all about kind of an overview of lace because you have a couple different styles. We'll say styles of lace. You've got things like our project that were done. I think technically this is a Swedish lace that are loom controlled, so you can do it on the loom. It's all in the way that you thread your heddles and treadle your project. That's how you create the lacy effect. But you also, friends, can play with hand manipulated lace weaves, which is very fun. It is, you have to know that it's going to be slower, friends, that you got to get your fingers in there and use the pickup sticks. But things like Lino and Brooks Bouquet, those are the two that I mentioned in the episode. So if you didn't get a chance to see that and you are new to the world of lace, friends, I got the introduction for you. Oh, that's a good question. Pardon me. Sam, wait, where'd she go? There she is, right here. Is there a trick to tying bamboo as a warp? Because it's slippery? Is that what you're asking? Is there a trick? More knots. I would say that if you can make sure you're using a knot that as you pull on it, it gets tighter. Do you know what I mean? As you give it a tug, it tightens up. That could be a nice one. If you guys have other suggestions, what do you think? When you're using a slippery yarn, any slippery yarn, what are your suggestions for tying it? That's let me know. Okay, what else do we have to chat about? Okay, we'll put this up one more time because it is the topic du jour is the October Weave Along. Friends, we are cooking with gas already over in the community on the Weave Along chat. It is so fun. You post a picture, ask questions, reply, support, cheer, whatever you want to do with the other weavers that are going through the whole, that are, well, at this moment, we're all prepping. We're all prepping for the start of the Weave Along there. But if you need any information, here's the spot. Here's the one link to go to for, it's the one link. Isn't that a Matrix reference something? It's the one link to lead us all. I don't know. It's yeah. Anyways, that's the place to go for all the Weave Along information that you will ever need. Let's see. Let me also, we'll put this guy back up here tonight. Tonight is the September Online Weavers Guild meeting. And we are going to have, it's going to be a good one. I mean, they're all good ones. Who am I kidding? They're lovely. But it is really special. Friends, if you're looking for your tribe, this is a wonderful place to find them. And speaking of tribes, let me absolutely mention our Facebook group. We have a Facebook group too. Acting Creative Community. Over there, there's all kinds of fun things happening there. I think what's so cool is that we'll have conversations here at Live at the Loom. People be like, hey, I can post a picture there at the Acting Creative Community too. So if you're a Facebook person, come join us over there. We have all kinds of options for you to find your weirdos, find your weaving weirdos. That's us. We've got you covered with no doubt there. And I would say, friends, don't forget that if you aren't getting the love notes on Wednesdays, come on over and join us. It's you can just sign up just straight, or if you want to get some kind of freebie in the process, that automatically adds you to the list as well. And it's just a perfect place to get kind of what's happening this week. What's the free links for the weaving information that we're releasing, because we try to send you lots of free weaving information from week to week. That Oh, Lord of the Rings. That's what it was, Liz. Thank you. One ring to thank you. It's Lord of the Rings. Thank you. Yep. What would I do without you guys? Sam says we're at 612 members. That's crazy. 612 members. We'll be celebrating 2 years of the Acting Creative Community this November. 2 years. That's amazing. Yeah. Donna was like, it's Lord of the Rings, Chris. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Sue Ann has a suggestion. She said, my only hint regarding bamboo is to be careful when threading. If using a hook, I find it can tend to split. Ooh, Sue Ann, you're exactly right. I found that to be true as well. When I was going through dressing the loom, I thought, ooh, you can kind of, those little tiny ones, they just split. You can, yeah. Yes, thank you. That is a very good note, and I agree fully. Gemma says, I like the lace pattern where you can add beads as you wrap the warp threads. Whoa, very fun, very fancy. Let's add some beads, friends. That's what Gemma is all about it. We're going to add a little beads. Mm-hmm. Carrie says, I've got so many ideas for the October Weave Along. It's going to be a busy sample. We love that. Hello, Diana Smith. Diana Smith just popped in. That's fantastic. Okay, friends, this was such a special episode. A huge thank you to our darling friend, Ellen Grenier Bevill. She is just fantastic. It's hard to get better than Ellen. Be sure to check out her website, threadingshandwovendesigns.com. If you live in the Chicagoland area, please go see her. She is awesome. She's got shows. She has a whole full schedule of fall shows, as well as, of course, the Fine Art of Fiber that is coming up, the Fiber Feast, as she described it, which is awesome. And for us here, friends, make sure you're thinking about the October Weave Along. It is going to come and go just in the blink of an eye. You know how this happens, right? We always think, oh, it's a full month, we got time, and then we're looking at Thanksgiving. It's crazy. So be sure you are giving that a little bit of thought. If you haven't already, joined our community element, we would love for you to jump in there and join us in the October Weave Along chat. Okay, friends, that's all I got. That I have gone. Have I checked off? I have checked off the list. Ooh, I didn't mention study hall. I almost checked off the list. Study hall is on Tuesday, friends. If you want to join us for weaving study hall, that's coming up next Tuesday, 6 p.m. Man, the Action Creative Insiders is where it is at. Come join us. There's so much to help you on your weaving journey. We got you covered, friends. Okay, next Thursday, I'll be right back here. Friends. Same day, same time. We all have to find something fun to do. I don't know if we'll still have Rep Weave on the Loom. We'll see. You'll have to show up to find out if there is still Rep Weave. At the very least, we'll talk about the Rep Weave project because it'll be off the Loom, but we'll sort that out later. So have a wonderful, fabulous week. You know what your homework is, right? Do something creative just for you, friends. Find a little moment that you can just, listen to that little creative voice that says, use the blue or whatever, change your weft color, pet your yarn, draw, paint, cook, do something creative just for you that it's good for you. So, okay, I think that's all I got. I think that's that's all she wrote. Have a fabulous week, friends, and happy weaving.